welcome to this fourth lesson in Biblical Hebrew. Today we're going to be looking at all things Shewa, which is a little sign, and I'll be showing you the different forms that it takes and how we transliterate those forms. So grab a pen and paper and off we go. In this video I'm going to show you how to write the Shewa and how to transliterate it. Shewa is a complicated sign because it can mean a number of different things. Broadly speaking, there are three types of Shewa. The simple Shewa, which comes in two forms, the silent form and the vocal form, and the composite Shewa. So we'll start off with the silent Shewa. So if you have a letter, any letter, here's Beth again, and if the letter doesn't have a vowel under it at all, for whatever reason, then we acknowledge that by putting two dots underneath. And this is called the Shewa. And if it is, as in this case, a silent Shewa, then there is no transliteration sign at all. So that's the first thing you need to know about the Shewa, is that it can be used to show that there is no vowel after whichever consonant it is. And generally speaking, the Shewa occurs underneath the letter. The exception to this is an ending form of a kaf. So you remember that kaf, when it comes at the end of a word, goes down below the line like that. You can see the line just there. And in that case, just because it looks nice, the silent Shewa goes in the middle of the letter. But either way, it's just a sign to show you that there is no vowel there. So that's the silent Shewa. Now we come to the second type of Shewa, the vocal Shewa. So let's have our letter B again, or Beth rather. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that this is a vocal Shewa. Now, I'm going to talk about how you pronounce these things in another video later on, along with all the other letters of the Hebrew alphabet, because pronunciation is very important. But for the purpose of this exercise, you just need to know that it's transliterated with a superscript E. This shows you that it's a very, very, very small vowel. So we had the short vowels and the long vowels in the previous video, and the simple Shewa, the vocal Shewa, is a very short E sound. So that's the second type of Shewa, which is vocalized, the vocal Shewa. So now we come to the third type of Shewa, the composite Shewa. And these are used under guttural letters, and they are used because certain letters, gutturals in particular, it's difficult to pronounce a vocal Shewa, a simple vocal Shewa. And so the vocal Shewa is combined with other vowel sounds, and there are three of them. And so it takes on the name of the vowel sound that it's combining with, plus another word, which is chatev, which means hurried. So let's have a typical guttural letter. There's Aleph. And you've got your vocal Shewa, but because it's an Aleph, it needs to be combined with another vowel. And the first of these is Pathak, which you'll remember from the previous video is a short A. And in order to transliterate that, we have a superscript A with a hachek on the top. And that shows you that this is, again, a very, very short vowel sound, and it takes its name after the pathach. So this is chatev pathach. The second of the composite Shewa sounds is chatev serol, and you'll remember that serol was the short E. and so we have our composite Shua. There's the Shua, and then you put the sigol next to it, and you transliterate it with a superscript E, again with the hat check on the top. And that's Chatef Sigol. And now we come to the third of the form of the composite Shua, which is Chatef Chametz. And so there's the Shua, and Chametz is that little T. Now you'll remember when we're on the previous video that Chametz was the long A, but Chametz Chatuf, which was the short O, had the same form. And although it's called Chatef Chametz, we are talking about the short O sound. So this is the short O combined with the vocal Shua, which would be written like that. Again, superscript O with a hat check on the top. So let's just summarise what we've learnt. You have the silent Shua, which can come under any letter to indicate that it doesn't have a vowel with it. And if it's the end kaf, it's placed in the kaf. That's the silent Shua. The simple Shua, which is vocalised, looks just like a silent Shua, but it denotes that there is a sound being made, and we do that with a superscript E. And then we have the three forms of composite Shua. We have Chatef Pathach, Chatef Sechul, and Chatef Chametz. Chatef Pathach is a superscript A with a hat check. Chatef Sigol is a superscript E, is a superscript E with a hat check. And Chatef Chametz is a superscript O with a hat check. So there you have it. So that's the Shewa in all of its different forms and uses. I'll talk some more about the Shewa as we go forwards, but the next lesson is all about pronunciation. See you soon.